What is up, everybody? Tony here with iTech Tech, and I'm super excited to bring this to you. It is the Vankyo GO200 Smart Mini Projector. Now, this is probably the smallest projector that I have ever seen. It's super compact. It is a DLP projector that uses LED lighting. The specs also say that you can produce up to a 110-inch screen, but I'm pretty sure that we can push that a little bit further. There may be a little cost to the brightness, but it should still definitely be viewable. It has a 3400 milliamp hour battery built in, so you can pretty much use it anywhere you want. It is running Android 7.1.2, and it has a whole bunch of other features that I will be going over in just a minute. But first, let's go ahead and see what you get inside the box. Now, I will be putting a link in the description for you guys in case you want to purchase this yourself. And if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products to do reviews for you guys. So here is the projector itself. Super small. We'll go ahead and put that off to the side for just a minute here. So here it comes with a wall adapter, so you can either run this off the battery or you can plug this directly into the wall if you want to. Here we have a mini HDMI to regular HDMI cable, and it also comes with a remote control. And then here we have our user guide. So let's take a closer look at the projector itself. It does have an aluminum casing. It's got some good weight to it. It does not feel cheap at all. We have some touchscreen controls on the top there. We have our mini HDMI port right there, as well as the power button, and then the little LED on the side there to show that it's charging. On the other side, we have our little speaker on the sides here. These little ports over here are for the ventilation. Here we have our little focusing knob here. And then on the back, we have our charging port. We have our flash drive USB port, and then we also have an output for maybe some speakers that would use the headphone jack, or if you want to plug in some headphones, you can do that as well. But it, like I said, it does feel very solid. It does not feel cheap at all, so I'm pretty excited to see how well this performs. So in addition to the other things I told you about earlier, it does support dual band 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi, which is really nice, especially if you're streaming things from it. It's got 1 gig of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. The native resolution on this is 854 by 480, but it does support 1080p inputs. It also supports 4:3 and 16:9 and 16:10 aspect ratios. It also has automatic keystoning, and basically what that does is it allows the picture to look flat against the wall and not distorted when you're projecting from a lower point. And I'll show you that a little later. So I'm pretty excited to see how well this actually works. So let's go ahead and turn it on and see what it can do. Okay, so first we're going to power it on and take a look at the interface. I don't know if you can hear, that's the little fan that just turned on. I also do have the lights on in my office here, just to kind of show you what it's like if it wasn't in a totally dark room. So that flashing you see on the video, that's not what I'm actually seeing. It's because of my camera's refresh rate that you're seeing the flickering. Alright, so as you can see, it is super clear, and you can also make the screen a lot smaller, so I'd probably say maybe that's like maybe 7-inch screen right there, but again, you can make it as big as you want. This is just for testing. It's just on a white board here, just to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at, but the resolution looks really good. You can't see the pixels very well at all, so it should be good enough for watching videos and such. So here we have YouTube, we have Aptoid TV, we have our File Explorer, your HDMI, you can download some more apps. It's got the screen mirroring and the video player. So let's go ahead and take a look at the settings real quick. So here we have our Wi-Fi hotspot. You can also plug in a USB adapter for using wired Ethernet if you want. It doesn't come with it, but you can purchase it if you want. It also has built-in Bluetooth. We have our sound, brightness. You can put it in a keyboard and a mouse if you want to, language, date and time, projection if you want to, rotate it or something like that. It doesn't have any places to mount it onto like a tripod or anything like that. So you're probably just gonna have to like lay it on the top of it if you want to do it upside down. There's your keystone correction. You can also do the manual. It's got developer options for the USB, local upgrade, advanced settings. So let's go ahead and go through the first part here. So here's our Wi-Fi. As you can see, I already have it on my 5G Wi-Fi connection. Here's our hotspot. We don't really need that. Our Ethernet, don't have that. Your Bluetooth settings. Here's our sound, and it's all the way up as high as it'll go. Our brightness here, all the way up. Keyboard and input. Date and time. Projection. Auto rotate screen. So as you can see, we have the projector here. So if I flip it upside down, it automatically rotates the screen if you wanted it upside down. So that's pretty neat. Application, advanced settings. So there's our storage. It looks like there's 5.41 gigabytes used of 16 already. So let's go back to the main menu. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at YouTube. So like I said, the native resolution of this is 854 by 480, but it looks really good. I can't really see a lot of pixelation, even if it gets a lot bigger. So the resolution is definitely looking pretty good. Let's take a look at some of my videos here. So we'll do 1080p. 4mm, space gray cellular version, and I do have T-Mobile, so we're going to be going through the setup process to see what it actually looks like. So the speaker on this is decent for the size. It'll get you by for mobility, but if you want to put in like headphones or something like that, the sound will definitely be a lot better. As far as the quality goes, I think it's pretty decent. This is on 1080p. And like I said before, there's not a lot of pixelation. There is a little bit, but it's very minute, and especially for the resolution that is native to this, it looks really good. So that's what it looks like streaming off of YouTube. So now let's try the screen mirroring. So this is using AirPlay for your iOS device, and I have my iPhone 10 here. Okay, so here I am on my iPhone. I do have a video of mine pulled up. And as you can see, we can do the AirPlay sharing. You just click on that. And then at the bottom, we're going to click eShare 7467, which is already selected. So we're going to go ahead and play the video here. So as you can see, it is playing on the screen. So you can pretty much screen mirror anything you want wirelessly. Whether it be something from YouTube or if you had videos stored on your phone, you can stream them wirelessly as well. Now we can also plug in the USB to Lightning cable to the phone and plug it directly into the USB on the projector and also play movies like that as well. Now another thing is when you plug in your USB to your iPhone, you can play videos and such off of that as well. And when you plug it in, it asks you to trust. So we'll go ahead and click trust. So now that you have the screen sharing through your cable, it's definitely a lot quicker than it was wirelessly. And you can also watch videos directly from your phone as well. Now in addition to AirPlay, you can also screen mirror your whole phone. So if you connect to the same network as your projector, you can go over here to screen mirroring. Then we're going to go ahead and click on Easy Share. And as you can see, it mirrored my screen right onto the screen there. So you can see everything that's on your iPhone. And you can share that way if you want to as well. And then you can also go ahead and download the eShare app. It's got some pretty cool features on here. You can share your screen. You can mirror. You can also look at photos, videos, files. You can use your camera or use your phone as a remote. So if we click on remote here, as you can see, it moves the cursor around just as if I was touching the touchpad on the device. Makes it a little easier because then it gives you a nice little keyboard so you can tap things you want to. Another really cool feature is the camera. So the camera will display whatever you have, whatever you're pointing your phone at will display on the projector, which can be quite useful. The TV mirroring here kind of does the same thing as the remote control. It kind of shows what's on the projector, and then if you move your finger around, you can see it moves the cursor, but it shows whatever on your phone. And then the screen sharing was what I showed you before. If you wanted to mirror what was exactly on your phone's screen, you could mirror it on there as well. And you can also do this screen sharing the same thing with Android as you can with iOS. Okay, so now we'll try out the screen mirroring from my PC tablet. So if you want to connect wirelessly from your, say, Windows tablet, you're going to need to go to screen mirroring here. Then we're going to click on Wi-Fi display. And then on your PC, you're going to go to your wireless display connection. As you can see here, it did find me, and it's going to display the Vankyo _7D67 on your computer. You'll click that to connect. And as you can see here, we are connected. Here is what it looks like on my computer. You'll see that Vankyo there. So then we can open up a web browser. As you can see, you can still see everything pretty well. There is a slight lag, but that's because of the Wi-Fi. But it's still definitely very usable. And if we wanted to extend our wireless display, you could also use that too. So now I'm using my tablet screen, and I also have this screen to use as an extension of my other screen. So now I really have two screens. So if you want to, work off of your computer and not let everybody see what you're doing, you can do that and then use this display here to show what you want to everybody. So as you can see, here is a web page. Everything is definitely viewable. You can see the text, you can read the text. On the smaller things here, it is a little harder to read, but you can still definitely make everything out. You can pretty much read everything. It is a little hard to read, but you can still definitely read it. You can always make that bigger so people can definitely read it if you need to. But for normal viewing, it's definitely viewable. So you can use this feature with your PC or Mac as well. So I did just plug in my USB flash drive, and if we go to File Explorer over here, you can see that the USB stick is inserted. So here we have some videos that I already have on here. They're MP4s. This is a home video of my dog kind of walking behind my skateboard here. So we'll go to Open with Media Center. It'll open the video, and there, as you can see, it is playing, and that's directly off of the USB flash drive. The video is playing smooth, and there is no lag. So let's go ahead and turn off all the lights and see how it looks. So that looks pretty good, especially when it's in a darker environment. And here you have some more options. You can delete right directly from the flash drive, move them, share. And the colors are very vibrant. As you can see, in the darker room, the colors just pop. They're very vibrant and they look very good. Overall, I'm very impressed with this projector. So now here we have the touch controls on top of the projector. As you can see, they are super responsive. It moves really well. There's like no lag at all. And if you wanted to select something, all you need to do is double click on it and it will open right up. So we can raise and lower the volume. So if you don't have a phone or something to use, all the controls are right here directly on top of the unit itself. And you can always, like I said, you can install more things than what's on here. Here we have Netflix. Okay, so here as you can see, I do have Hulu. This was not in the original program list. I went into the Play Store and I just downloaded Hulu. So if you need to download more applications, you can just simply go into the Google Play Store and download any of the applications you need. So it's a perfect little streaming device, especially if you're on the go. You can use two fingers to scroll up and down if you need to. So you really don't need any streaming devices such as Amazon Fire Stick or anything like that. Everything is baked right into the device itself. The only thing you might want to hook up to this is maybe a gaming unit, or like I said, your phone if you want to screen share or something like that. But pretty much everything that you need to do, you can do directly from the projector itself. So as you can see, the video quality is definitely better in a darker room. You can still view the picture in a lit room, but it's definitely better when it's dark. So let's take a look at some of the remote functions real quick. So as you can see at the bottom here, we have our volume controls. Over here is to go home. This is our menu button. This is our back button. Here we have our cursors, the OK button to select things. This little button here turns your remote into a mouse. So if we'll go ahead and press on that, so you can see the little mouse on the screen there. If I hold to the left, it'll move the cursor to the left, down, so you can kind of use the cursor that way if you really needed to. And then click on things. Here is your AirPlay, and then here is your screen share button, and then your mute button and your power button. Okay, so just for reference, here is the projector. It is just sitting on top of my tripod. It's not mounted, so it can be knocked off easily, but you can rest it just on top of the tripod if you really need to. And then here we have a projector screen that's about 150 inches big. Now I do have my lights on in here, and as you can see, everything is definitely washed out, super hard to see, but wait till you see when I turn the lights off. Okay, so here we are in the same room. I do have my lights turned off, and it's pretty dark in here. The only light that's shining through is maybe from a little bit from the curtains, but as you can see, the picture is definitely viewable. It's pretty clear. Like I said, I don't really see any pixels. We'll get up pretty close here. There is a little pixelation, but look at how clear that is. Now I am super impressed with this projector. As small as it is, the picture quality that is coming out of it, even at the resolution that it is, looks amazing. You can definitely use this for video viewing, movies, and because it's so portable, you can pretty much take it wherever you want and project this on anything that you need. So if you want to maybe go outside, have a little movie night outside of your home, project this on the side of your house, you can definitely do that and still have a very good viewable image. And like I said, as far as that automatic keystoning goes, it works really well. So if I lower the projector and project it up above where the projector is sitting, it automatically adjusts the picture so it looks flat against the wall. And here we have a bedroom. So like I said before, you can project this pretty much anywhere you need, and you'll have a theater experience. No screen required. You can put it on the floor if you want to. You can put it up on the ceiling. This would be good if you want to lay in your bed and just have it projected up on the ceiling above you. Okay, so here I'm going to use my Nintendo Switch to show you how you can use this as a portable gaming unit. I have it hooked up through the HDMI, so we'll go ahead and click on HDMI here. And as you can see, here's my Switch. So you don't necessarily have to use a Switch. It could be an Xbox, it could be a PlayStation. Pretty much anything that uses an HDMI, you can use with this projector. And there is no controller lag. And if you've ever played Street Fighter, you know that you can't really play with controller lag, especially when throwing fireballs and trying to do these moves. I don't notice any lag at all. So my experience with this projector has been really good. The only con, if you can really call it a con, is the 2-hour battery life. I mean, for the size that it is, you can't put a much bigger battery in here and expect it to last a lot longer. So I'm glad they gave you that, that external power source ability. Picture quality, I think, is super good. especially for the size that I pushed it up to, 150 inches. It did not look like the resolution that was native to the device. It looked more like a 720 to 1080p range, which is really good for a projector of this size. Sound quality will get you by for, mobility. Like I said, if you want to have better sound, you plug in a pair of headphones or maybe like an external amp or something. You have access to the HDMI. You can run things from the USB. Everything streaming is built into this little projector. All your programs like the Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, all the streaming apps you can pretty much get directly on the device. You just need that, external cellular hotspot you can use with this, or Wi-Fi if you're at home. Build quality, excellent. It's like I said, it feels really solid. It's made of aluminum. Touch gestures work really well on the top, and you can also hook up a mouse and a keyboard if you really need to. And the Mirrorcast, the mirroring from your phone, from your computer, seems to work really well as well. So I definitely don't have any problems recommending this for anybody who's looking for an ultra portable projector that they can use for pretty much anything on the go. There's really hardly anything that I can say that's not good about this projector. So I will be putting a link in the description again in case you guys want to pick it up yourself. And if you guys like me and you want to support my channel, please use those links because it helps me keep purchasing products to do reviews for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell to let you guys know when I put out new videos. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.